The TPS measuring head captures shortly behind the welding point the temperature from the solidified weld seam. Depending on the welding process, the distance is just a few millimeters or a couple of centimeters. The measurement takes place across the seam and the heat affected zone. Each measurement captures the temperature distribution across the weld seam. Based on these, temperature profiles are generated then. The temperature profiles are used to calculate the 6 seam parameters. However, to do so, a threshold temperature must be set. In this case it is set to 860 degrees Celsius as the information panel shows. If needed, the threshold can be changed in the TPS configuration menu. As the temperature profile is only evaluated above the threshold, the set value defines the size of the processed profile. Therefore, the value of the threshold affects the calculation of the seam parameters as the example of the seam width shows. The lower threshold leads to an increased calculated width. When setting the threshold, it is recommended to apply the 2/3 rule. It means that the threshold should be set to a value where the upper 2/3 of the captured profile are used. This is a good starting point from where a fine-tuning can be performed. The aim is to set a value which represents welding defects with a large deflection in the parameter curves. In this example, threshold A causes a larger deviation in the curve than threshold B does. However, it is not needed to find the perfect value. Moreover, it is important to identify if the threshold should be located further up, in the middle, or further down in the profile for the given process and welding defects. The evaluation tool called Infrared Viewer is used for this task. The program accesses the raw data of the record and thereby allows to set different values and see the results. The tool is available on the monitoring system and as a free software for Windows-based systems. Beside a fixed threshold value, it is possible to use a floating threshold. With this, the threshold value is set for each temperature measurement individually, as a chosen temperature offset is applied to the maximum temperature. The floating threshold is mainly used in tube and pipe welding applications. Changing the threshold type is done in the TPS configuration menu. As the floating threshold is selected, a proper offset value must be set. The 2/3 rule applies for this method as well. More videos on how to use the software are available for you. Visit our channel or have a look at our playlist to learn more.